下一个问题。
Next one, please.
谢发言人，总台央视记者提问：我们注意到日本首相高市早苗在昨天的党首辩论上称，日本根据旧金山合约。
It's reported that regarding Sanae Takaichi's statement in the debate yesterday, the leader of the main opposition party said that considering that Takaichi has stopped referring to a specific contingency example, she has effectively retracted her remarks. Does China share that observation?
China's recovery of Taiwan is a victorious outcome of World War II and integral part of the post-war international order, a series of instruments with legal effect under international law, including the Cairo Declaration, the Potsdam Proclamation, Japanese surrender of instrument of surrender, have all affirmed China's sovereignty over Taiwan. The question regarding the status of Taiwan was already resolved once and for all when the Chinese people won the victory. On October 1st, 1949, the Central People's Government of the PRC was established and has since been the sole legal government representing the whole of China. This is a change of government in which China, as subject under international law, didn't change, and China's sovereignty and inherent territorial boundaries stayed unchanged. Thus, the government of the PRC naturally and fully enjoys and exercises China's sovereignty, including sovereignty over the Taiwan region. The 1972 Sino-Japanese joint statement states that, quote, the government of Japan recognizes the government of the PRC as the sole legal government of China. The government of the PRC reiterates that Taiwan is an inalienable part of the territory of the PRC. The government of Japan fully understands and respects the stand of government of the PRC, and it firmly maintains its stand under Article 8 of the Potsdam Proclamation, unquote. The so-called Treaty of San Francisco was issued with the exclusion of important parties to the World War II, such as the PRC and the Soviet Union, in order to seek a separate peace deal with Japan. The document goes against the provision of not making a separate armistice or peace with the enemies in the declaration by United Nations, signed by 26 countries, including China, the US, the UK, and the Soviet Union, and violates the UN Charter and the basic principles of international law. Anything set out in the treaty, including on the sovereignty of Taiwan or the handling of the territory and sovereign rights of China as a non-signatory, is thus entirely illegal and null and void. Prime Minister Takaichi deliberately avoids the Cairo Declaration and the Potsdam Proclamation, which have full legal effect under international law and are explicitly underscored in the Sino-Japanese Joint Statement, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship between China and Japan, and other bilateral treaties, and she singularly brings up the illegal and invalid Treaty of San Francisco. That once again shows that Prime Minister remains unwilling to own up to the wrongdoing and turn back from the erroneous course, and continues to damage the political foundation of China-Japan relations established on the spirit of the four political documents, showing no regard for the authority of the United Nations and openly challenging the post-war international order and basic norms in international law, and even seeks to play up the so-called notion that Taiwan's status is undetermined, that just doubles the fault. China firmly rejects that and calls for utmost vigilance from the world. We once again urge Japan to reflect on and correct its wrongdoing, retract the erroneous remarks, and take practical steps to honor its commitment to China and fulfill Japan's basic responsibility as a United Nations member state. Next one, please.